life changes in a moment, and you don't get to prepare. The grief, the chaos, and the goodbyes we never expected. It all happened so fast, I barely had time to breathe. Aloha cargo crew, I'm Morgan. I live in a van with my mom Lora and our dogs Bailey and Kalea. On the One Stellar Life channel, we share our journey of family, freedom, and fun. Nomad Origins is a story of how it all began when my mom, our 2 dogs, and I first set out to live nomadically. These stories are personal, and it means the world to share them with you. Grief doesn't give you time to process when logistics are knocking at your door. Almost immediately, everything had to change. Flights, dogs, vans, our entire timeline had to be pushed forward by a week. I stepped into fix-it mode, calling the vet to move up the appointment for Bailey and Kalea, rearranging flights, planning out the impossible, how to close out our lives in Hawaii in less than 7 days. Every day became a blur. Wake up, pack, sort, clean, collapse, repeat. Walking in, seeing stuff filled up and piled everywhere. So I opened it up like, oh, you really don't have that many bags on the side.
Thank goodness. This is the last of it. The last of our stuff in storage.
Finally.
Reason.
Look at all this
Here,
stuff.
look at all of our stuff. Ready to go.
Wow.
This is it.
That's it.
Let's go.
Last melon. My eyes are stinging from my sweat getting on my eyelashes.
Here we go. We're all packed.
We just have to get
This
John.
is it. We have to get John. Get this, and then we're going to the hotel.
I'm so ready right now. I'm hungry too. I'm ready to go lay down in some AC, drink some water, and eat. Hey! Just peeled off a piece of the table.
No.
It was chaos, but it was also strangely clear. There was no space to second guess or overthink. We just moved forward, one foot in front of the other because we had no other choice. In the middle of it all, we still had one last van to say goodbye to, Vanica. John had already bought Trapavana from me, and now he was ready to take Vanica too. We met him at the hotel we were staying at before our flight. I remember standing there in the parking lot, watching my mom hand over the keys. Vanica wasn't just a van. She was Mom's space, her creation, her piece of home, cozy and functional, perfectly Mom. Watching her let go of it was like watching Mom say goodbye to a part of herself. We were relieved she was going to John, someone who understood, but it also felt like the final thread had been cut. For the first time, we were without the homes we had built with our own hands. We were no longer vanlifers in Hawaii. The morning of our flight, I stood outside and tried to take it all in. The curve of the mountains, the smell of the salt in the air, and the beaches that had been our backyard. Then I looked down at what we were carrying. 6 suitcases and 2 dog kennels. That was it. Everything we owned, every piece of our life in Hawaii, had been compressed into those bags. How could years of memories and building fit into something that rolled on wheels? But there it was, 2 dogs, 6 bags, and 2 weary souls saying goodbye to the island that had shaped us. Walking into the airport felt like walking out of a dream. I wanted to feel strong or hopeful or brave, but the truth is, I just felt tired. In times like that, we clung to anything that reminded us of connection and comfort. That is why we created our merch, so you can carry a little bit of that same spirit of aloha and resilience with you. It's not just shirts or mugs, it's that cozy, confident reminder that you are part of this journey too. If you want to rep the cargo crew and be along for the ride, check out the link below. Your support means so much. We landed in California late at night on June 26th. We were grieving, disoriented, and completely drained, but there was no time to rest. The very next day, Mom and I picked up our new home, a 37-foot diesel pusher motorhome. Standing in front of it, it felt massive like a city bus, and somehow we learned to tame it.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now you can start it right now.
Right now.
Right now. Because this will say wait to start.
It would say wait to start. Right now.
I will give it another minute.
Okay. 1 more minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we go, can we go out and around and come back?
We're going to go out from here.
Okay.
That goes to the
It's
company.
getting really hot in here all of a sudden. Okay.
Well, we'll get the windows open and then when we're running, we'll turn the AC on.
Perfect.
Because it's too hot.
Yes. Okay.
So now it's a diesel engine, so don't just do like a car, like go.
No, you gotta hold it.
Hold it in,
for
let
a
it
couple
start. Yeah.
Yes. And I don't have to do anything
Nothing
else.
right now.
I'm
Nothing.
in neutral.
You're all good.
This is up.
This is
The
up.
brakes are
Because
on.
if it wasn't up, you would be rolling.
Right.
Because that's park, basically.
Okay.
Next time, just a little bit longer. Just like that. That's how much more longer. That's it, yeah.
One more second.
You. There you go. Yeah.
Those are nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because it doesn't look like you're pushing down hard at all.
I'm not.
See how tight they are? They're protecting.
They are.
Okay, so pulling out of driveways, you know, like if you're driving like a small car,
Yeah.
you want to do that side angle thing. You want to do that side angle thing in this driveway. You can do so go more that way. Give it one that way. Go that way. Now put it sharp that way. Sharp that way. Really sharp. Perfect. Stay sharp. Stay sharp. Get level up. Go straight. Nobody in red light to make a right. So you can go right here. Come here. Yeah. See? Alright, so wide rights. Remember that. Because you got a long tail behind you. So stay straight
Yes.
and then turn into not the first lane, but the second lane. And then once the back is getting straight, then you go into the first lane. Just like that.
There you go.
I'll go just a little bit in this lane. Now get in that lane. Perfect. Now you took over both lanes and nobody can get on this side while you were doing that.
Yeah.
Now you gotta watch these streets. You understand how that works?
Yes.
So you want to stay a little bit in that lane, and then you want to block that lane as well.
So
you,
nobody can
you won't
cut
get a jerk
in.
that cuts
Yeah.
you off.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you get this guy too to change lanes behind you. See how far they are behind you. Alright, so you want to get in your left lane now. Make sure nobody to the left side. Get in there. out a bit further. So when you go out further, I mean you're taking it wider. Even though there's nobody there, just to give you some point. So look straight, straight. Now turn. You see in a car, but it's done that way differently.
Yeah.
But you just want your tail end to get right. You want to get in that lane to get away from these cars, you can.
We named her Alonzi, which means let's go in French. Even though we were heartbroken, the name felt right. Ready or not, we had to keep going. On June 28th, we stocked up on supplies. I remember pushing carts full of basics through the store, and it hit me how surreal it was. We were building a whole new life in 2 days in a place that wasn't even home yet. That same evening, we pulled out of California and hit the highway. Mom drove through the day, and when night fell, it was my turn. It was the longest drive of my life, literally and emotionally. 3 years into having my license, and my first car had been a Mini Cooper. Now, here I was, behind the wheel of a 37-foot motorhome, barreling through the dark. I got motion sickness that I had never had before, but I couldn't stop. My family was counting on me, so I gripped the wheel tighter, pushed through the nausea, and just kept going. We drove for over 24 hours straight. By the time we crossed into Montana, I felt like a shell of myself. Grief had already drained me, but now exhaustion finished the job. We pulled in on fumes, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Arriving in Montana didn't feel like a new beginning. It felt like survival. We were running on autopilot, still trying to process what had happened. Yet, even in that fog, we did what we always do. We started building. We unpacked, made small changes to the motorhome, trying to make it ours. It wasn't much, but it was something. Looking back now, I realize that was our way of coping.
We need a knife. don't want Bailey, that. no, Bailey, No.
We didn't know what else to do with our grief, so we poured it into creating, into moving forward.
The last load of wood for the bed. What's that again?
We had each other, the dogs, and a new home, one that would carry us into the next chapter of this unpredictable journey. The last 2 weeks of June were some of the hardest of our lives. From grief to chaos, goodbyes to new beginnings, it all happened so fast, I could barely keep up. Sometimes the only way through is one step at a time. That's what this portion of our story taught me. Freedom isn't about having everything together. It's about choosing yourself, even when life falls apart. If this part of our story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear how you've found strength in times of loss or change. If you're just finding us now, click here to start from episode 1 of Nomad Origins. That's where this whole journey began.